Hey y'all, it's Charmise here, and today I'll be teaching you how to make a rather simple emulsified body butter. And so this is not like the other body butters I have on my channel, which are anhydrous. They don't have water in them. This one actually has water, so it's more like a thick lotion, like a cream type thing. I'll show you the consistency here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you that, and also make sure you look at the blog post because I have the directions typed out and also the ingredients and the percents as well. So yes, stay tuned. Alright guys, so first things first, I do have my water on here, so I'm not going to get it to boiling, but I will get it nice and warm, and then I'm going to add some distilled water to a beaker. It's just going to be distilled water. This water is placed in there just so that I can replace the evaporated water from my other beaker, and you'll see what I mean later. And to this beaker, I'm going to add my distilled water and my vegetable glycerin. And I will mention again that the ingredients and measurements are in the blog post in the description, so make sure you check out that. So now I'm going to add my water phase, which is the water and the vegetable glycerin, to the hot water bath with my other beaker with the distilled water, and now I'm going to work on the heated oil phase. And this phase includes jojoba oil, shea butter, sweet almond oil, stearic acid, and emulsifying wax NF. And I'm just going to add them all to the same beaker, and then I will put that in my hot water bath as well. One thing I really love about the emulsified body butters that I've made is that they are so not greasy. Even with regular body butters, adding the arrowroot powder or cornstarch or cream of tartar, it would still be a little greasy. But yeah, these are not. So you'll see at the end of the video when I put it on my skin, it's more like a lotion texture. I'm going to let all three beakers sit in the hot water bath for about 20 minutes. The heated phase will melt, so all the waxes and butters will melt, and then the water will get hotter. So when I came back, it was around 170 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect. So yeah, I'm just gonna let them sit in there for 20 minutes and I'll be back. Alright, I am back. It's been about 23 minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is take all three of the beakers out of the hot water bath, and I'm just going to dry off the bottoms, and then I will take my heated oil phase and put it on my little scale, and then I'm going to clear it out, so tare it out. And then I'm going to pour the beaker with the water and the glycerin into the oil so that I can measure how much water was lost from evaporation. So for instance, I think the recipe that I put in the blog, it would be a total of 75 grams of water and then 10.5 grams of vegetable glycerin. So that would be 85.5 grams. And so when I pour this mixture into the oil phase, I would expect to see 85.5 grams. But evaporation, so we're just going to add some more until we get to the correct amount. And now I'm going to use my milk frother to mix it all up. After mixing it up, I'm going to wait about 5 to 10 minutes to let it cool down. And I let it cool down a little bit because I'm going to add my Optifin and also my fragrance. And so I want to add that below 140 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are using a different preservative, make sure you know at what temperature you can add it at. But I'm going to wait until it's under 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, and also check the flash point of your fragrance if you're going to use a different fragrance. So now that my mixture is at about 124 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm going to go ahead and add my preservative, which in this case is Optifin. And then I'm going to add my fragrance, which will be Black Raspberry and Vanilla from Nature's Garden. And if you know me, my products, or this channel, you know that's basically my favorite fragrance. So next I will once again use the milk frother to mix it up for about 1 to 2 minutes, but you'll see that I switch over because this one got a little weak. I think I need to change the batteries, or maybe it's just always been weak and I didn't notice, but this one just was not doing it for me. So I switched to my overpowered one. I do have it on my Amazon links in the description if you want this one. It does have interchangeable heads, so you see me use it as a whisk sometimes, and then you also see me use it as a immersion blender as well. So as you can see, I'm still getting a very liquidy texture, which is normal. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a couple hours, and then I will come back and put it in its container. Alright, so here I am 4 hours later. Yes, I did forget, but here is the consistency 4 hours later. As you can see, it is much thicker. I am going to use my little whisk attachment so that I can mix it up a little more, add just a little bit of air to it, and then I'm going to put it in my container. And I'm sure someone will ask, so this container is from Berlin Packaging. It's the square plastic designer jar. I think that's what it's called. I usually just type in square. It is 6 ounces. They also have it at Packaging Options Direct and also containersandpackaging.com. Before I show you guys what this looks like on my skin, I do want to shout out my people over on Patreon for supporting this video. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out their websites, and the links are in the description below. And here's what it looks like on my skin. As I stated earlier, it is not greasy at all. I really like that about this. It's like a really thick lotion is basically what it is. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. Make sure you check out the blog post as well. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you like the video, please like the video. Peace.